Hello people, my name is Fisher12, or you can call me Matt as that is my birth name, and I am one of the newest directors here on the COD Ops 24/7 channel, and I'd first like to give a big thanks to Alex and Josh for allowing me to become a part of this channel, and I was also instructed to give you guys a little bit of an introduction about myself before I actually get into the video. Well, I've already told you my name. I'm a freshman in college. I major in computer science. My interests include girls, video games, sports, and cars. And over on my channel, I generally give girl advice ranging from how to break up a couple, to asking a girl out, to playing hard to get, your appearance, all that stuff. So if you're interested in getting girls, come over to my channel. I'll give you guys some valuable tips. But that's not what I'm doing today. Today, I'm going to be talking about Modern Warfare 3 and the best classes to use. So the first class after you guys, this is going to be our rushing class, and we're going to use the UMP-45. Big fan favorite. It's quick killing, has a low recoil, some may even say overpowered. For attachment, we're going to be using the suppressor because it keeps us off the minimap, and that's important. For our weapon proficiency, we're going to be using range because this is going to boost the ability of this gun, as SMGs generally don't have all that great of range. For sidearm, we're going to use a standard USP-45, P99 works too. Any sort of hand pistol is great. For our equipment, we're going to be using tack inserts so we can maintain our position on the map so that when we respawn after dying, we don't have to start back from where the rest of our team is spawning. We'll be more towards the action. And for lethal grenades, we're going to be using concussion grenades because they're more efficient and they throw a lot faster. For perks, we have extreme conditioning because we can cover a lot of ground early in the match. Quick draw because it's going to bring up our sights faster, and steady aim because this is going to increase hip firing, and the pro version is actually going to bring up our sights faster after sprinting. For our first point streak, we're going to be using the ballistic vest because it's added health, it's going to benefit us, and it's going to benefit the team. Second, we're going to be using the SAM turret because I'm sure everyone is going to be running UAV or counter UAV or even the advanced UAV. And third, we're going to be using the stealth bomber because it's improved, it's supposed to kill a lot more people, and it's uncounterable. A lot of the kill streaks in this game are counterable with 1 or 2 perks. The stealth bomber isn't. Class 2 is going to be our all-purpose class. We're going to use the Scar Owl because it has a high accuracy and high damage, and our attachment is going to be the red dot sight just to improve our accuracy a little bit more, as the iron sights aren't quite as good as they were in Modern Warfare 2. Our weapon proficiency is going to be focus because it's going to reduce the flinch when we're shot at, and this is really important as bullets kill very quickly in this game. For our sidearm, we're going to use the FMG9, which is a machine pistol with a lot of firepower. Equipment, we're going to use portable radar so we're constantly aware of our surroundings and if there's enemies nearby, and concussion grenades for the same reason as the first class. For perks, we're going to use sleight of hand for the quick reloading, as this gun is unsilenced and can attract a lot of enemies quickly, especially for in their spawn. Assassin, because as I said earlier, everyone's going to be using UAVs. This is going to keep us hidden, and it's going to help us to easily flank our enemies. And dead silence because we're dealing with Infinity Ward footsteps, so staying quiet is going to be key for success in this game. For point streaks, we're running Predator Missile because it's an easy 2 kills, maybe even 3. Pavlo, because as we've seen in Modern Warfare 2, this thing proves to be really powerful, and the fact that it's at a higher point streak confirms it'll be just as good, if not better. And then we're going to use the Osprey Gunner. It's high risk, high reward, because if we get it, it's going to rain hell all over the enemy team and also drop care packages for our team. Class 3 is going to be our objective class, and for this we're going to use the ACR because it has a high accuracy and high range, although it does have low damage. But we're going to be using the new hybrid scope as our attachment because it's a holographic sight with an adjustable zoom scope on it, and this is going to give us a huge advantage over most players because with this sight we can play at mid to close range using the holographic sight and at long range using the zoom scope. And for our weapon proficiency, we're going to use impact, and this is going to increase bullet penetration so we can kill people behind cover without losing bullet damage, and this is going to try to help make up for the low damage that the ACR has. For our sidearm, we're going to use the 44 Magnum, and I want to kimbo these babies because all the Western looking pistols have the most firepower, and if you ever get into a situation where you need to use your sidearm, these will most likely kill enemies in 2 to 3 bullets. For equipment, we're going to be using the Bouncing Betties because they cover anything coming from behind us or on an objective site, as these work in a 360-degree radius as opposed to Claymore, which only works in about a 90-degree radius. And of course, we're going to be using concussions for the same reasons as above. For perks, we're going to be using Scavenger because with this gun we're probably going to be using a lot of bullets because it takes more bullets to kill someone. Blast Shield, it's going to help us capture and hold down objectives because we won't be able to be naded out by the enemy. Sit Rep, so we can hear when enemies are approaching, and if enemies have placed their own equipment at objective sites, we'll be able to point that out. For point streaks, the first one we're going to use is the IMS, which is new to Call of Duty, and it's pretty much like placing 4 bouncing betties together. So when an enemy gets close, it's going to set off one of these bouncing betties and pretty much kill anyone in its radius. And the good thing about it is that, like I said, there's 4 of them. So you can put this on a flag, and it'll kill people that come at it 4 times. Next, we're going to use the Strafe Run, which sends in 5 attack choppers wherever we want on the map, and this can help us with objectives very easily when we have so much air support up in the air. And the third thing, we're going to use the AC-130, the Angel of Death, for all of our hard work in capturing objectives and holding down bomb sites. I think we all could use a little reward, and I don't know about you guys, but I will surely take the AC-130 as a reward anytime. Class 4 is going to be our sniping class because we all love using sniper rifles, and we're not afraid to admit it. We're going to say it loud and we're going to say it proud, we love sniping. Now, I haven't heard too much about one sniper rifle being better than the other. It seems like it's just a preference of semi-automatic versus bolt action, but for this class, I just assigned the MSR because it looks badass. And for an attachment, we're using the variable scope, and this will just help us play at any range, whether we decide to be a scout sniper or a quick scoper. For weapon proficiency, we're going to use stability, as this is going to reduce the sway, and that'll help us get our shots more on target. For sidearm, the Desert Eagle, you gotta use this with any sniping class. It's vintage sniping at its finest. For equipment, we're using the throwing knife, again, vintage sniping. Plus, when you get a kill with it, you just feel like winning! Exactly. That's exactly how you feel. Now, you can either use concussions or smoke. Concussions if you're going to be a quick scoper, and smoke if you choose to be a scout sniper, as this can really help you get out of sticky situations. For perks, I picked stuff that can make this class able to use for both a scout and a quick scope sniper. First tier, sleight of hand, reload the gun faster. Second tier, quick draw, brings up the sights faster. How else are we supposed to quick scope? And in the third tier, marksman, it increases the breath holding time. That's going to help us even more to line up our shots. For point streaks, we got the UAV, helps us identify enemies, always useful in any game mode. Second, we got the recon drone, and this is a mini tank, and this is just going to be so much fun to use. You could also use the Reaper, which is like an AC-130, except it only shoots Predator missiles. And then for the third slot, we're going to use the Juggernaut Recon, as this is going to stomp all over the enemy team, and I can't imagine anyone not wanting to use this point streak. But that's what I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video and you guys are super pumped and excited for Modern Warfare 3, give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you're going to use for your loadout. Again, as I mentioned earlier, come over to my channel if you're interested in learning about some girl advice. There'll be a link down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and take care.